Nick. I'm Matt, and we're Insufficient.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, September 17th. This is Insufficient.
What show is this for us?
Matt and Nick. Show number 283 on a series of 500 about your favorite band, our favorite band.
Feish.
Yeah. Somebody texted us and said that we were going to get a Harpua night 2 in Alabama. That did not happen. But today we are going to talk about night 1. And before we get there, Matt and I, for like the last 3 or 4 days, maybe longer, have been talking about the drummer, a.k.a. John Fishman.
Jonathan Fishman.
I don't think it's Jonathan. I think it's John.
He's like all of his handles are Jonathan Fishman.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So I'll start. Or do you want to start?
With the show?
No, with Fishman. With the show. What do you want to do? It's Wednesday. We're worldwide, baby.
Oh, that's right. Worldwide Wednesday. I think we were what were we talking about with them? With him, at least.
He's a little Phil happy.
Well, a little. He's a lot.
Okay, so you're.
That's the issue that I have.
I think one of the assets our show has that we don't lean on enough, besides your handsome looks, is your ability to play music. You're a fantastic musician. You really are a great drummer, and so like the insight you can bring on drumming, particularly, and just music in general, is high. So, yeah.
It's weird because like for the longest time, he's literally now Fishman has always put in a lot more fills than most drummers because that's the essence of their music is that they're sort of all jamming at the same time. The difference is that for many years, most of his time playing, he's just kept the beat, right? What are you doing? He's kept the that's so awful.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Waterberry biscuits.
I'm just waiting. I'm listening.
He's just kept the pocket, and lately, he's just Phil happy. And he just plays fills all the time, and I feel like it detracts from the music, in my opinion.
Let's just use round numbers. 1.0 Fishman, and we both agreed that if you lose Fishman, you lose Fish. Like, as great as everybody else is, what his unique skill set and sound that he adds to the band is part of what makes it so amazing. And so in 1.0, in my, noob opinion, the way he played was listening mostly to Trey and mimicking what Trey was doing to the point where he was almost in front of what Trey was doing, which was an unbelievable thing. And when you listen to his interviews, he says, I would listen to this track and then I would run to my room and I would play the track on my drums in my head. Then I would run back downstairs. And so he was listening to other musicians, not just himself on the drums.
Right.
And so then, 2.0, same way. 3.0 though, what I really noticed in Fish Radio for the last week has been playing some early 3.0 is that Fishman wasn't really doing that. He was just kind of holding a beat down and he would transition.
He's holding the groove
when everybody else transitioned, but it wasn't like this proactive, monitoring of what other people were doing. But now he's so proactive that he's basically 30 to 50% fill. Is that too high? Is that too low?
No, I think I would say 40% to 50% fill. Like he's constantly moving around the kit, and we'll get to this kind of just staying in the pocket to when we review this show, but it really helps the band when he isn't moving too much.
Well, I don't know about that.
To create a groove. Yeah, to create a groove.
And the funny
A
thing is,
danceable groove.
well, the funny thing is that, you know, during like last fall and maybe even the spring tour, there would be times where the band would start to go into a 2.0 and Fishman would just sit there and he would hold the 1.0 jam, not letting it go.
Right.
And now Fishman is just kind of like swimming freely, a little too freely.
I just think it detracts sometimes, but that's just my personal opinion on it. I think that people would probably agree with me. They just didn't know how to pinpoint what was going on and why is it happening.
Yes.
I also think Trey has arthritis.
Well, okay, let's leave Trey out of it. We'll do Trey another day.
I think Fishman had a myth. Could be a myth.
There's a fish myth?
That he had rotator cuff surgery not too far back. So that might have changed how he needed to play. Potentially.
That is unconfirmed. We don't know if that's true.
We don't know if that's true.
But we do know that he has changed some of his drum angles.
Yeah, he changed the angle on his snare. And coming from a drummer, when you start changing that, like it's changing the way that you're playing. I also am not a huge fan of the tone of his snare. It's too boomy for me.
I like it.
I liked it better when it was like the late 90s, early 2000s feel, very tight, and you had a nice crack on it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
a drum?
Yeah,
or
on the snare.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
no,
because it's Worldwide Wednesday. It would be bad.
Wait, I'm not done with Fishman.
You're done.
No, I'm not, dude. One of the things that has been so great to watch over the years and continually impresses me is how Fishman, and you and I, just to go back, he's an amazing drummer. He's
great.
The heart and soul of Fish. We're being nitpicky bitches when we critique him because that's kind of who we are.
That's what we do.
But watching him drum is so amazing because he creates such a sound out of like such little movement, right? Like you see other drummers, you know, their arms are up, they're doing like these giant swings, and Fishman is like almost not really moving much at all, relatively speaking.
Well, actually, I would say the exact opposite. Fishman's playing is very, like, I remember him saying that he tries to mimic water.
Okay.
So the flow of water, if you look at Fishman's playing, his hands are always, it's like a flow, right? He keeps it in a flow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A lot of other drummers, it's really wrist oriented.
But when you look at like the range of motion of the rest of his body,
no, he's not like a rock drummer. But if you look at other
okay, but they're a rock band,
jazz, yeah, but he has jazz influence. If you look at all sort of jazz drummers, like they're it's really wrist oriented.
Well, I think that you used a term earlier today, which I loved, and I can't remember what it was.
Economy of motion.
Economy of motion. Fishman is like a fucking genius when it comes to that because
well, they all do it. You can all tell that
what
they
do you
all
mean?
do it. They all try to figure out their economy of motion. But the thing that with Fishman that I don't like with his economy of motion is that he's stripped away specific aspects of parts that he plays.
What do you mean?
Like ghost notes. Like a perfect example. So in some of the sections in Yem, he puts a lot of ghost notes in there, these 16th notes, ghost notes, and he's taken them away. He's taken them away, number one, because I don't think he can pull them off like he used to. And he knows it sounds garbage. So he strips them out and he knows that he can get away with just his very specific beat. And
so I think
the point
that
across.
Up until the summer, I would accuse the entire band of doing that. Kind of taking away things that were like frill, which I think added to the Fish experience. And they were dumbing it down, particularly on some instrumental parts, like orchestrated instrumental.
That's the thing.
But I feel like you go back and you listen to a lot of those shows from the summer run, they brought those back for the most part. And I don't know about Fishman. Fishman, it's harder for me to hear. I don't, like when you say ghost notes, I kind of know what you're talking about, but not as much as like Trey and Paige. I understand their ghost notes a lot more.
You would hear if I told you, you would know exactly what it is.
Okay.
But going back to Worldwide Wednesdays.
Hey!
Is Trey's guitar tone actually trash compared to 1990s?
Okay, before we get to my opinion, whatever. What did other people say?
Our buddy Giobe won.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He liked his 90s tone. When he really digs in back, then it rips like lion's claw.
I think our guy was having some sauce.
Yeah, just T. Yes, 100% go back and re-listen to Plattsburgh, and in my opinion, that was peak Trey tone.
Okay.
Cactus, the 90s tone had the magic, but I think it's more defined now with Trey's new amp and such. I don't know about that. So Josh Hayes, the fact that he brought back the 90s setup, this is a strange outlook. That's what he's saying about us. No, you fucking PUD factory. Just because
did he say that or did we say that?
He said that.
He called us a PUD?
No.
Oh.
I'm telling him. He says that we have a strange outlook considering that he brought back his rig from the 90s. He didn't bring back his rig from the 90s, you fuck. He brought back the speakers.
Jesus.
That's not the same thing.
He's had the same cabinet forever.
It's the cabinets. Yeah. So, no, that has nothing to do with single coil or double coil pickups or tube screamers.
As our buddy Play Like Trey says.
Or tube screamers. So, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Actually, I did respond to that guy with that comment.
Matt will fight you in the comments. I'm more like Paul McCartney, and I'm just like, let it be. Let it be.
Brian's Gurkha? Jesus Christ. Gherkin?
The Gherkin?
4.0 question mark? Any other band would still consider this 2.0. What? I don't even know what that means.
I think he's not counting the hiatus. He counts that all 1.0.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently the Grateful Dead took some time off. And Phil hated it.
Not long.
He hated it afterwards.
So did Jerry. He didn't want to take time off. Wall of Sound, #.
Speaking of the dead.
He's way more digital now. You have to realize he's pretty hemmed in by needing immense compression due to his guitar. I'd love to hear him with a Les Paul with less pedals. He's got a massive hiss from his chain. Yeah, it is more digital and less analog, I think, with his setup now. And yeah, there's a lot of compression going on, but he does not need a Les Paul. That's ridiculous. His Languedoc is perfectly satisfactory.
I have a Les Paul. I wish I had a Languedoc.
You have a Les Paul?
Yeah.
You do not.
Is that Gibson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a Les Paul in your house?
Yeah.
For what? You don't play.
I play horribly.
Do you know how expensive that guitar is?
No.
That's like a $5,000 to $7,000 guitar.
I've had it for like 15, 20 years. So it was way less.
And they're heavy as shit.
Dude, they're so heavy. I go through straps and like the screws in the back, just they're gone.
It's a
solid piece of wood.
It is.
Yeah. Which is why I got it. So I was playing on a Fender, and my drummer Gonzo, he's like, that if you want more sustained sounds, you need like a single piece of wood. And so I was like, okay, went out and I got it. Dude, we used to rock in a school,
School of Rock,
a music school. It was a school of rock, and we would rent out his space in the afternoon hours. And this poor guy that ran security would have to listen to me play guitar. Oh my god, I feel so bad for him.
I do
20
too.
plus years later.
One more, Joe Schweitzer.
Whatever,
fuck it, Schweitzer. His bass tones are still great. Not a fan of every synth tone he has in the arsenal right now, but the standard tones are not trash by any stretch.
So
I don't know if he still has the standard tones. That's the whole point here.
I'm chiming in. I think Trey's tone obviously has changed over the years. I'm a big fan of it usually. I think that the 1.5, it took him a while to to dial that in. But I think if you just listen to the same sounds as the guitarist, you're going to end up playing the same solos. And so as he evolves as a guitarist, changing the way it sounds helps him create new stuff. So I'm on board with it. I think it is different, but I don't think it's any less as long as it's as loud as it needs to be.
It really comes down to actually his playing.
Should we do a thumbs up, thumbs down of night one?
Yes.
Alabama, Coca-Cola, Amphitheater, 9/13/2025. Sound check was Funky Bitch in the Well. And by the way, Goose lets their fans listen to sound check.
Yeah.
Fish, why don't you let us listen to sound check? Please.
Well, I mean, we do. We hear it outside the venue.
Yeah, but let's make it more of a thing.
And you're only saying that because you saw Maya's post and she's sitting there dancing.
No, it's not just her. There's lots of people that post about the sound checks of Goose, and I think it's cool.
I bet you anything that if they're playing inside, they're not allowed to listen to the sound check.
And I remember listening to sound checks at Fish shows. So you know what?
Not inside.
For people that spent $600 for your 26 shows, charge them $650 and they get to watch sound check. That'd be great.
You can't watch it inside. You're only talking about outdoor shows.
I'm talking about livefish.com. Broadcast it. Why not?
That would be great.
It'd be fucking amazing.
That would be great.
Give us a glimpse behind the curtain.
The only sound check that I know of that's on camera is, good one is the Clifford Ball.
It's a great one.
And it's a really good one. Yeah. It's like fucking 30 minutes of it. All right, set one, song one, Back on the Train.
Took me a long time. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Not a great set one opener. It has no balls to it.
If I'm going to listen to Back on the Train, let's get it out of the way early.
Number two, Cities.
Highlight of the show, which...
Yeah, great Cities.
You know, highlight of the show for me anyway. It was great. I definitely heard the, what do we call it, bull funk. People didn't like that, but some new age Fish funk. It's in the making.
There. Yeah, it was good.
It's in the making.
Sample in a Jar. Thumbs up, but this version was garbage.
One of my favorite songs. For some reason, Paige was really pushing changes and like moving on. I think they could have sat on it for a while. Great song.
Theme from the Bottom to follow that up. I would say thumbs up. Not a fan of this. They phoned this one in.
Thumbs up. This is sneaky one of the best Fish songs Fish has.
But it just was phoned. This version was
I like the whole thing. I think they were just kind of going through it, but they played it really well, and I love the song. And I didn't used to love this song. Even though I was at the debut, you would think I would have more of a attachment.
Old Home Place. I'm always going to take it. Thumbs up.
Grab Ass.
Followed up with a Bathtub Gin.
Your highlight of the show.
It was okay. It was all right. It was good. I wouldn't say it's horrible.
Thumbs up.
I would have thought that would end the set, but no. Runaway Jim, and talk about sneaky fucking good. This Runaway Jim is awesome. Like fucking 17 minutes, man. When I saw the 17 minutes clock, I was like, Runaway Jim, they're doing 17 minutes on this now?
What are you doing, 17 minutes now?
What are you doing, 17 minutes on this gabagool?
Oh, that's funny.
It was good. Quick set break. One of the quickest set breaks. It might have spent a minute and a half. I don't know what they did.
It was quick.
Trey just blew it out of his ass and then got back on stage. Didn't even wipe. Set two opener. Sigma O. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. I'm not like the biggest fan of this song. And as a set two opener, just, dude, what were you thinking?
So it's kind of like in like my happy place, a set two opener has a lot more energy and like is a lot more musical and a lot less lyrical. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Down with Disease to follow that up. You know, thumbs up, but they phoned this one in.
Unfinished.
Didn't really go anywhere.
Unfinished.
Life Saving Gun. Thumbs up. Really.
One of my top 3 new favorite songs.
Really good.
Speaking of which, we haven't heard. We heard Evolve. What's my other one? Crash Through Shale, Splash and Oil. Oblivion. Okay, they'll play it tonight.
Followed up by your favorite, Pillow Jets.
I don't know why I can't get behind this song. I like the verses and stuff in the chorus. I'm glad you like it.
The jam,
It's just not for me.
To be desired. Followed up with Mountains in the Mist. Classic. Thumbs up for that one, at least for me.
This is a Tab song, so technically I'm calling it a cover.
It is.
And it's good. I like it. I actually didn't think Trey wrote it for a long time.
Blaze On.
Hey.
Thumbs down. I'm over it.
You know what? This song is growing on me like a fungus. Thumbs up.
Ending set 2 with Ghost. Thumbs up. Really rough version.
How do you feel about the placement?
I don't like it.
It's weird.
End of set 2.
Yeah, and by the way, I am not confirming the Dave's Energy Guys tease in Life Saving Gun. People are talking about that. Encore. Shine a light.
Thumbs down.
Love it.
I can't stand them playing
thumbs
this song.
Way up.
It's
Shine a light on me.
I know. It's just like, it's such a dad band cover.
Yeah, it's great.
And then, thumbs down. Say It to Me Santos.
That's your set 2 closer. Throw in Rocky Top, round it out. And all in all, I wish I was there.
Yeah, sure.
He's Madam Nick. We're insufficient.
Yeah. The other guy, I was walking to the store, a Snapple guy. I was wearing my fish hat. He's like, he came up to me without introducing himself or anything. He was like, "Did you see the shows from Alabama?" I was like, Yep. And that was it. And end of that conversation with that guy.
Let me tell you what I've noticed. The number of female fish influencers has skyrocketed.
What is going on?
And all of them have like low followers. I mean, they're out there living their best life listening to fish. And, good for them. Keep going.
It's just like them, like, I saw a girl the other day fucking take her clothes off and walk off camera.
She probably has more followers than we do.
No, and somebody said, didn't expect that.